Do you know that when I first got my Model 3, it had FSD enabled, and I didn't up it for different reasons. But do you know that car drove me to Mr. Frosty's?
I believe it.
Like completely, automatically drove me there.
I believe it.
Right, and that was a special option. When I got there, what I heard was medium vanilla twist with chocolate sprinkles. On like, I don't like those fancy cones. I like the cheap cones. You know, where the ice cream
melts over.
It melts over. It gets on your hand, and also the cone gets all moist and then soggy. And then Bailey looks at me and she says, "Oh yeah,
and it's her turn."
That's her turn." Somebody reached out to me last night on Twitter and said that they upgraded the units here.
What?
Yeah. I can't wait to see if they really did upgrade these.
They didn't add new ones. They just.
I don't know if they added any.
These are always broken. These are notorious.
I know. These are the worst.
The worst.
The worst. I actually have fun complaining about Naples. If these are good now, what am I going to do?
You're going to be happy, and you're going to say, "Wow, these are amazing. Thank you very much."
Maybe we should get a CCS car now. All right, honey, here you go.
Muchas gracias.
Yes.
Señor.
All right. You want to drive?
No.
Next stop, Bradenton.
Bradenton.
No, I don't think Brandon. Brandon. Like I said, next stop, Brandon. I'll just go over here now. We're gonna charge. I'm just going where it says to go.
Okay, you just do that.
Yeah.
Brandon, clear as can be.
Brandon.
That's all I have to say about that.
Welcome to another episode of Out of Spec Dave, where today is day one of our road trip back from Marco Island, Florida to Connecticut. You see, Kathy has spent the entire summer down here on Marco Island at our beautiful condo, but it's time for her to go back to work. Back to school starts next week. So soon. Oh well, I've had to work all summer. But yeah, so listen, I flew down last week. I worked from home a couple of days. I really liked that. That was great. But you know what? It's time to hit the road. It's Saturday morning, and we're going to take our time. We're going to do a typical classic road trip, Out of Spec Dave style, with Out of Spec Mom and Out of Spec Bailey. So as we say goodbye to beautiful Marco Island, Florida, and hello to Route 95 North, we're going back to Darien, Connecticut. Now, stick with us. We're going to have some fun. You never know what's going to happen on these road trips, but one thing's for sure. We're going to Buc-ee's. All right, so you can see here is our weapon of choice. This is the 2023 Model Y. Kath, say goodbye. Say goodbye to...
I don't want to say goodbye.
Well, you could say, I'll see you in, 3 weeks? You're coming back. But little Miss Bailey here, we've got this new... We've got this little hut for her, this little thing. She likes it. We have one in the Model 3 as well, and it's really worked out. Yeah, we've got everything in the car. We don't forget, for those of you who have frunks in the world, put stuff in the frunk. You never know. Sometimes you actually forget you have that thing. It's pretty good. I wish in the Model Y it was a power frunk, but you know what? No big deal. So. Yeah, this is a 2023 white on white, as you can see, Model Y. This has the acceleration boost. And let's go ahead and reset the trip meter here. We're going to see, first of all, the question, oh yeah, the new Post Malone country album just launched yesterday, so we're going to definitely be listening to that. Sounds pretty good, but software-wise, there is an update that is due here. We do not have FSD on this car at this moment. 2022 or 2024.26.7 is available, but we are, let's go ahead and do the trips. We are going to Connecticut to Florida, reset, and we're gonna do 2 resets. Yeah, there we go. This vehicle's got 16,865 miles on it, and we're gonna reset that one as well. And that is about it. I think we're ready to hit the road. All right, Kathy, we're off.
Well, let's put your seatbelts on.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So did you have a good summer?
I had a good summer.
What's going on here? Corrective steering applied. Oh, it's going to be that kind of day. I thought I was going to hit the...
What did you do now?
I didn't do anything. I thought I was going to hit the curb right back there.
Oh.
We're not even 50 feet away from...
And we have to drive for what, 24 hours?
Well, we don't have to. If we want to get home.
Well, if I'm in the car, I'm going home. Otherwise, I'm going to go right back in that door.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, yeah, so you had a good summer.
Yeah, I had a great summer. Very relaxing down here.
Okay. Well, off we go.
Okay, goodbye.
See you, Condo. Bailey, you ready for a long ride?
In her new little seat. She likes it.
She does like that. Well, you know what I need?
COFFEE exclamation point.
Yeah. And I like those Dunkin' Donuts breakfast, what do they call those? Wake up wraps.
Well,
you want one?
Nope.
With some egg?
No.
You don't like eggs?
I mean, no thank you.
Oh, okay. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Boy, that dinner last night was amazing. The sunsets were incredible. We were over on the Isle of Capri, and what an amazing sunset. Good Italian food too. We've never even eaten there.
I really just thought it was a seafood place, but it was and Italian, and it was fresh. I actually had the lasagna.
Yeah.
Oh,
it looked like
being in Italy.
It looked like like a mash, like a lasagna mash, the way it was. I think they got the bottom of the barrel and went.
I got the bottom of the the bottom of the barrel tasted pretty darn good.
I had the zuppa da pesca.
You did.
Yeah.
And you enjoyed it.
Oh.
And it didn't end up all over your shirt.
And it wasn't spicy.
That was the first.
It wasn't spicy. Unlike the food we're going to be eating today.
It's okay. It's road trip.
Road trip.
Road trip.
All right. Well, goodbye, Marco Island.
Not yet. I'm not over the bridge. I'm still here.
Morning. I'm about to film. All right. So we are...
You weren't kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. You said warn me next time you start filming.
Well, that was weird.
What more how much more clear?
No, you were clear. I just didn't expect
You said I'm very abrupt.
You are very abrupt.
I'm very smooth. Like this Model Y. By the way, when I came down here on Wednesday, I took a Uber Model Y, and that thing was rough.
Well, first you took an airplane.
No, I took an Uber to go from work, from home to LaGuardia.
Oh.
Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah, I picked you up.
Yeah,
that was so nice. I picked you up.
Wow. Had I said something like that, you would have been all over me.
Listen, I'm so nice because I'm doing a road trip.
Oh, that's true.
I could hop on a plane on.
I could turn you right back around and you could stay here 2 more days.
Don't tempt me.
All right, we're going to Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, good.
But we are starting off this trip with a whopping 51% state of charge, showing 157 miles of range. Oh,
don't hit the wall.
I don't want to hit her. Yeah, so let's go to Dunkin' Donuts, and then we'll hit the road from there. All right, so we loaded up on the Dunkin' Donuts here. We got a couple of muffins, some wake-up wraps, a croissant. Yeah, we're all good. So, road trip time. All right, honey, here you go.
Muchas gracias.
Yes. All right. You want to drive?
No.
I love this crazy flamingo. Look at this thing. S10. Look at this little pickup. No, it's a Dodge. Oh, man. Amateur. Wow. Crazy flamingo. In crazy memory. All right, so there's Dunkin' Donuts over there, Model Y over here. We are out. All right, I've already down one breakfast wake-up wrap.
That was fast.
I know, and we're just hitting the Jolly Bridge. I will let you speak.
I am not feeling jolly when I go in this direction. Party over.
Oh, man. So much fun to go up.
Yes, but I'm
down.
coming that way. Or when I know I'm coming back.
So
this is it, okay.
There's an interesting little fact about Marco Island. Up until 1964, Marco Island was part of Naples, and then it was incorporated as a separate town in 1964. So we are now in Naples.
Hi, Marco.
And where we had dinner last night, right up here on the left, is the Isle of Capri, which is technically in Naples. It was just across from Snook Inn restaurant on Marco, which we like.
Yeah.
It's a little touristy.
Fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's good.
It's
a little too upscale for me. I like it. I like a little notch down.
You like Stan's idle hour.
Absolutely. So Kathy, the Naples in Electrify America, somebody reached out to me last night on Twitter and said that they upgraded the units here.
What?
Yeah. And apparently just this week. So, I mean, we're not going to charge here.
I hope so.
But
we're going to go look?
Yeah, we're going to go look. Where is...
Well, not that is not.
No, that's not it. That's Cedar. That doesn't look like Walmart. Walmart's at the next intersection, I think.
Well,
but
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. And I didn't know we were going there. But maybe up here.
You know,
go too far.
There is a place up by City Mattress. Didn't you just buy some furniture recently from that place?
It's possible.
This is it, I believe. This is Walmart here. All right.
It's the Walmart.
The Walmart.
The Walmart.
Oh, wait. I'm going in the wrong entrance.
Well, that's okay.
All right.
You can just scooch in, I'm sure.
Yeah. But look at that Mini over there, number 4. All right. Well, I can't wait to see if they really did upgrade these.
They didn't add new ones. They just...
I don't know if they added any.
These are always broken. These are notorious for not
These are the worst.
The worst.
The worst. I actually have fun complaining about Naples EA. If these are good now, what am I going to do?
You're going to be happy, and you're going to say, "Wow, these are amazing. Thank you very much."
Maybe we should get a CCS car now. Look here, they have upgraded these units, definitely, because this one was the old CCS combo unit here. This gentleman over here in this beautiful BMW i4, he's having a little bit of an issue with the payment mechanism. Every time it starts charging, he loses disconnect. Some of these might be the existing ones that have been here for a while. I believe so. So, oh, and look at that, charger unavailable. Classic. You know what? These are not different. These are the same ones. It looks like all they did was, this one seems to be available. But charger number 4 has definitely been upgraded to this BTC unit here, which is good to see. Although if you have a Nissan Leaf, forget about it. No more CCS here in Naples. Hopefully this gentleman will be able to get going here and plug in. Looks like some classic antics are still going on here in Naples. So maybe the games are not over for me. And yeah, there's just one new unit here from what I can see. You know, the only thing that's really changed here from the last time I was here is that number 4 used to be, remember the CCS and the Chatamo combo unit, that one now has been upgraded to the same as the other. So no more CCS, no more Chatamo here in Naples. And this gentleman over here, who's got this beautiful BMW, he's got the i4, he's having trouble charging, and unit number 2 is down right now. So while I was all excited when I saw the tweet last night that they got all new charging stations here in Naples, they really don't. And I was thinking maybe the antics would be over, and I was kind of bummed out. But the antics continue here at Electrify America in Naples, Florida. The info I got last night on the tweet was not 100% accurate. 1 out of the 4 units are new there. And yeah, it's such a shame. I don't know why. I can't read into whether or not that guy on the i4 was having problems because maybe his account was bad. It could have been a payment mechanism. But he said every time he plugged in, it failed. And he was on the phone with the folks from EA, who have always been super nice.
Have you asked him if he went to that one newer unit that you had seen?
I didn't ask him if he did that. He was talking on the phone. I didn't want to. But the one newer unit, that's good to see. But unit number 1, down. Still down. So
typical.
Yeah, it's just
frustrating down here.
You know, you can't, NACS for CCS cars can't come soon enough for all the brands that have announced, you know, their compliance. So we're going to keep seeing. It's August of 2024, and the only 2 brands that have actually brought out the adapters are Rivian and Ford.
I know.
And you know what? I think there's a story there. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm going to research that. I want to see how many manufacturers said that they were going to have the adapters out by the spring of 2024, just as a PR mechanism. Now, I get that, you know, Elon, and they said they were scaling back on NACS, and maybe it's been difficult for the manufacturers. I'm not pointing fingers, but it would be interesting to take, here's what each manufacturer said, right? A lot of them did say 2025 they'll come out with the adapters, which is fine. But for those that said 2024, we should do a little reconciliation.
Let's do it.
Can you whip that video up on the way home?
Of course.
All right, we'll get that one. We'll get that one out.
Because reading and driving are the 2 things I do best. I can't read in the car.
All right, so we've got 138 miles of range, 45% state of charge. We're hitting on I-75 North. You know what we should do? We should call Katie, see if she wants to have meet us at a supercharger, or say hi, or maybe she's sick of us. I don't know. She
might be sick of you.
She's sick of me. She just spent a whole week and a half up in Connecticut with me.
Yeah.
But
she had fun.
Ooh, Model 3 Performance. Nice car.
Very nice.
Very nice. The older generation. Still, what an amazing package that is. All right, here we go. All right, so just a quick trip update. How far are we into this trip so far?
According to the timer,
60 miles, burning average energy, 283 watt hours per mile. Not great. If this were a Model 3, like my rear wheel drive, we'd be down at about 213.
We also are weighed down with a lot of luggage.
Oh, I thought you were going to say with my weight. Okay, so.
The car's packed. We have the front, the back, everything's packed.
All right, so good news. We're going to see Katie.
I know.
And I'm going to see her new Jeep Wrangler 4xe for the first time. Now I've seen them, I know what they're blah blah blah.
I know, but
hers. And I'm excited to see that. We won't see Maisie though, unfortunately, her little doggy, because she's going to leave Maisie home. But we are going to meet her in Bradenton. Now the thing is, we're going to have to do a quick little splash of juice in Venice. Well, we could choose others, but that's a good one, right?
I like that one.
We'll go to Venice for about 10 minutes. And then we'll hit Bradenton. Now, Bradenton's only a 150, but that's okay.
Well, we're going to have lunch with her.
We're going to have lunch.
I mean, the whole morning's been la-di-da, so why not?
What was that?
Another hour.
Was that a jet flying?
Probably. We're right by the airport.
Oh, yeah. Pretty cool. All right, so, yeah, we are going to see Katie and the new Jeep Wrangler today. That color she got is absolutely stunning, isn't it?
I was with her when she picked it up.
Yeah.
She got it near.
Well, what was crazy was when we shopped for that Jeep, there was the local dealer in Norwalk. I thought we were getting a really good deal on it. And then I went up to the local dealer in Fairfield, up by where you teach, and they had an incredible deal on that vehicle. As a matter of fact, Katie got about $18,000 off the price of that Jeep because, you know, there was the 7,500. As long as a plug-in hybrid has a 7 kilowatt hour battery pack or higher, those are, depending on where they're made, that vehicle qualified for the full $7,500 federal tax credit. And so that was amazing. And then she also got the, I believe, oh no, she didn't get the cheaper because she ended up getting it in Naples. Yeah. So, you know, and what was wild was I was ready to have, you know, buy or get the car for her and drive it down to her. They were going to do all of the paperwork via FedEx. But I said, you know what? Why don't you just check out the local Naples dealer in Florida? Now, you think Naples, you think...
Pay more.
Pay more, right? Of course. Do you know that they gave a better deal? That was incredible.
No, I knew that. We were really surprised.
And what was even better than the deal was it had that cool roof.
It was the perfect spec.
The perfect spec.
Perfect spec.
And so I'm excited to see that. And the thing about these Jeep Wranglers is, first of all, they're rattle traps. I mean, they're not built well. They have a terrible.
Yeah, they look so cool.
But if you're a Jeep person, you're a Jeep person, right?
She's a Jeep girl.
You know, she's been in this Audi Q3, and some girl rear-ended her. It's been a saga. Oh man!
It's been in the shop for 3 months.
3 months. 3 months. Or 3 months. Her car's been in the shop. It's a disaster. We're dealing with Amica, and I just went through a whole thing with diminished value. And originally, they didn't want to give her any money. And then we hired this company to do a formal report. Like I sent in, here's what I think the value is down. I put in like Carvana. Here's how much if I trade the car in if it's not hit. Here's how much I would trade the car in if it was hit. And it said about, you know, whatever the number was. And they didn't even accept it. Amica says, oh no, we don't accept that. So, but anyway, then they came back. We hired this company for $350 to do a full-blown research report on the diminished value, and they got the actual estimate. It's $13,000 worth of damage, right?
Well, because she got slammed from the back, and she was stopped. She was parked at a light, and then that pushed her into the car.
Yeah, and she hit a pickup truck with a trailer hitch on it.
Yeah, that like.
And so anyway, we ended up settling with Amica for a number. Originally, they came back and said, okay, we'll give you $900. I was like, Katie, to her credit, she was feisty on the phone with the guys.
She's a good negotiator.
She is. She's definitely a good negotiator. I think you taught her well.
I think so.
I think so. So what happened was they came back, and on the same phone call, they said, okay, how about $4,700? I was like, what? And just like from $900 to $4,700. So that's the lesson to learn here. You know, we fought for a little more even, but the lesson to learn here is don't ever accept what an insurance company gives you when they're trying to do the first thing. Don't accept the second one either. But man, you know, I mean, they're trying to do their job. They're trying to minimize their risk and their losses. But anyway, so in the meantime, I'm glad she got this Jeep. Wrangler.
And it's beautiful. The color.
It is beautiful.
It is so Katie. And the roof, the automatic roof, which just slides back. She said, you have to push it up, take it off.
Yeah, so her Audi's supposed to be done in about 3 weeks, and we're going to be putting that up for sale. It's a great little car, but you know what? She's a Jeep girl.
I know. Well, I think she wanted the Audi to sort of dip her toe into like adulting, right? Like, I'm out of college, I need a, but she's a Jeep girl.
Yeah.
She's a Florida girl.
And while she's not really ready for a full-blown... Oh yeah, look at that. While she's not really ready for, that's not the color she got though, but or the roof, right? But you know, she ended up with the 4xe so she can dip her toe in, and she's trying to figure out the whole thing with, you know, level 2 charging and figuring out where the chargers are.
And she lives in an apartment.
Yeah, there's no charging. I know.
So,
I know.
You know, I mean, to her credit, she didn't just go full, you know, Jeep. She said, I'll try the plug-in, the hybrid.
Yeah, you mean full EV, right?
Full
Yeah,
EV.
yeah. Yeah, so anyway, looking forward to seeing Katie. So we are currently at a 6% state of charge, and we're getting off of Venice. Now, you've charged here before, right?
I like this charging station.
Yeah, this is good. So we're just going to do what they call a splash and dash. Just a little juice, and then we will let the moose loose, and we will go again. But we couldn't quite make it up to Bradenton with the state of charge that we left.
Yeah, we didn't charge.
We still don't have charging at the condo.
Can you hold your breath?
Can you send an email or something? What is with that? All right, so yeah, and this is a 250. There are, I believe, 8 stations here, something like that. Let's see.
Yeah, there's a hotel.
8 stalls, 250s.
There's like a little burger place. I think we're at the place I'm thinking of.
I don't know.
I'll know as soon as I get there. This feels right.
Right.
You go over.
All right.
I think there's a little burger place, and then there's a hotel right behind the chargers.
Okay.
Clean restrooms.
Oh.
It's going to be on the right.
Okay. On the right. Here we go.
Yeah, so I usually stop here, just do a little juice before I head up to Tampa.
Oh, I see. So when you go see Katie.
This is where I stop.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. This road is nice and smooth. Wow. All right. Let's go charge. Okay. All right, so here we are in Venice, Florida. We pulled in at a 6% state of charge. Popped up very quickly to 242. I saw a peak of 251, and we are already at a 13% state of charge. We just emptied out some of the Dunkin' Donuts trash. We're going to head into the Holiday Inn Express to check out and see if those restrooms are as clean as Kathy claims they are. And then we're going to hit the road, get back on the road, and go up to Bradenton and see Katie. So we got a lot. I'm filming the wrong Model Y. There's a lot of Model Ys here, a lot of Model 3s. All good. Let's use the restroom. All right, so here we are at the Holiday Inn Express in Venice, Florida. And what is here, in addition to the Tesla Supercharger V3 8 250s, is this Yulee station right here. Now, this is an interesting station because Yulee, what they do, I don't know, Kathy, if you can see that big box over there, those are big giant batteries. and they can take as little as 50 kilowatts in from the grid. And then what happens is the energy gets stored in that big giant battery, and then it gets dispensed out through these two units which are both CCS and CHAdeMO, which is nice, at a 150 kilowatts. So they're not faster than 150, so it's like a V2 Tesla, but it's nice because it's CHAdeMO and it's also CCS. Now, one of the things that Yulee does is they claim they have a 99% uptime, but the problem here is one out of the two units is actually down. So if I do my math correctly, that's a 50% uptime. I know it's hard running these stations. I know Yulee has been at this for a while. I think it's an interesting concept with the battery over there, taking the energy off the grid at a little bit slower pace than the ability for it to dispense it out. Cool concept. I wish both were up and running, but at least one of them is. All right, we are ready to unplug and move up to Bradenton. So let's get going here. All right. Let's see. Unplug. Oh boy, that thing is hot. There we go. There we go. That shuts. And we are out of here. We actually did a little bit more charge than I thought. We're up to 52%, 158 miles of range. We will arrive at Bradenton at 11:40 a.m. with a 24% state of charge. Yeah. So we overcharged.
Yeah, but that's okay. By the time, you do your little tweeting and
I didn't do any I didn't do any tweeting. Did I? Did I tweet? No, I did. I saw the Yulee stations. I had to film those.
Oh, I thought you were tweeting that.
No, I'm not tweeting that. No. This is value added for our road trip video. Do you want anything from McDonald's?
No. I mean, no, thank you.
Okay. Be that way. All right, back on the road. All right, so just a quick check-in. We are 10 miles outside of Bradenton. We've gone a total of 164 miles so far on this trip. One stop back in Venice, and we've burned a total of 48 kilowatt hours of energy, and our average consumption is 290 watt hours per mile. But I will tell you, we're carrying speed. People travel fast down here in Florida.
They certainly do.
I mean, it's flat. It's
you can see it.
A little windy, but it's just the speed that's kind of killing it. Yeah, so anyway, next stop, Bradenton.
Brandon?
No, I don't think Brandon. Brandon. Like I said, next stop, Brandon. I'll just go over here now. We're gonna charge. I'm just going where it says to go.
Okay, you just do that.
Yeah.
Brandon, clear as can be.
Brandon.
That's all I have to say about that.
Well, here comes the Jeep. Look at that thing. Oh yeah, beautiful. Looking good. All right. The 4xe Jeep Wrangler. I love this color. Hello there.
Oh, she's freaking out.
Oh, Maisie. There she is. Hello, honey. Oh, my two girls. All right, so we just finished charging at here in Brandon. Had lunch at Cava, and it was great to see Katie. The Model Y is now up to 100% just because we were spending time with Katie and eating and filming a video, which should be separate from this one. It's going to be Katie's first sort of review of her Jeep 4xe, which is awesome. So let's hit the road. Let's get back on. We got a long way to go. Stick with us. It's going to be fun. 176 miles away. We're showing range of 245 miles, but we're carrying speed. So it's telling us that we're going to arrive with a state of charge of 14% right now. I imagine that gap is going to start to come down a little bit.
Yes, it's 13.
So we have a lot of bailouts, so I'm not worried about it. But we're going to try to make it up to Yulee. Now, what's interesting about this part of the trip is once we get up towards Ocala, we cut across on some nice kind of, you know,
Locally,
yeah, they're
roads,
like,
right?
yeah, locally, not like 75 or 85.
But there's nothing there
There might be ice cream.
except ice cream.
There's got to be ice cream.
Okay.
So that's what's on my mind right
That's
now.
always on your mind.
Yeah.
I was away and I saw several tweets where you were holding an ice cream.
Do you know that when I first got my Model 3, it had FSD enabled, and I didn't up it for different reasons. But do you know that car drove me to Mr. Frosty's?
I believe it.
Like completely, automatically drove me there,
I believe it.
right? And that was a special option.
Because you were thinking Mr. Frosty's.
I wasn't
And
even thinking,
And
but
you and the car are just so intertwined, it just took you there.
when I got there, what I heard was medium vanilla twist with chocolate sprinkles. On like, I don't like those fancy cones. I like the cheap cones. You know, where the ice cream
melts over.
it melts over, it gets on your hand, and and also the cone gets all moist and then soggy. And then Bailey looks at me and she says, "Oh yeah,
And it's her turn.
that's her turn."
Yeah. Well, I know there has to be ice cream on our road trip.
Every day
It has to be. It's 93 degrees. There'll be ice cream.
there will be ice cream. All right, so we are stopping off at McDonald's. A little bit of a bathroom break, and rumor has it they have ice cream. Bailey's on dog mode in there, and we're somewhere in between Ocala and Yulee. So we're going to go into Love's here, and then McDonald's. Oh, yeah. I just woke up. Thank you. And Bailey, I think, did too. Hey, girl.
Everybody's awake. Time
Everybody's awake. All right. Well, thank you.
Let me walk both of you.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for driving. Oh, man. All right. Here we are in Yulee. And this is a great stop right here. Boy, there's a whole Wawa that just got put over there by the FPL. It is built up over here. But it is time to plug in to this V3 right here. Here we go. Yulee, Florida. All right, so here we are plugged in at a, what state of charge? 8% state of charge. And we actually did not we didn't actually precondition. I was sleeping, but she was going to the Holiday Inn, which was a little bit interesting. But anyway, yeah. So let's see if we're pulling 202 at 8%, 10%, 202 kilowatts. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, so it's 91 degrees out right now, and at a 14% state of charge, we're pulling 205. I think the battery pack's probably a little warm, and that's okay. It just didn't get a chance to cool off before we pulled in here. We did charge to 100% back in, where did we go? Brantford, and now we're actually, I brought it back down to, I think, what did I put it to? 90%. We'll probably get a bite to eat here. We're going to take Bailey for a little walk. And boy, oh boy, this area of Yulee's getting built up. Yeah, so this stop here is a great one. There's a Añejo, something like that. Cocina Mexicana. The charging stations are right over there. And then you got this beautiful fountain. And you got a beautiful wife right there. And then Tasty's Fresh, which they've got burgers and, believe it or not, pretty good hot dogs in there as well, which is good. And there's this little sunshade here with some picnic tables and ketchup bottles on there. So good stop here in Yulee, Florida. All right, so we just booked a hotel room in Lumberton, North Carolina. And what was cool was I had Apple Cash. I didn't even realize this, of like $135. And so I used that to pay for the room. So for me, the room's free, which is great. And if it's, it looks like it's okay rated. If it's not, we'll leave. So I think it's a refundable rate. So anyway, that's the situation. Kathy's getting Bailey loaded up. She's just getting a little bit to drink. And we are out of here from Yulee. This trip, it's so easy with the Tesla. It really is. All right, time to unplug. And put it up in there. And off we go. All right. We're at an 86% state of charge, showing 264 miles of range. And we are 395 miles into the trip. We're just about to cross over into the Georgia border. It's clearly it's a long state, Florida.
The longest.
It's just, yeah, it's pretty amazing. We decided to buy a place in the most southern, western side of the state, which...
Well, we did that because we didn't want any chance of being cold.
Right, exactly.
So you got to go south.
If we're going to do it, we're going to go to extreme. But look at this, you know, the FPL site, that CCS site that's over here, Florida Power and Light. Last time we were here, this was just a field here, and now there is
this was all being constructed.
Right, this was all being constructed over in there.
This was just
But
land.
look at this.
This is a beautiful Wawa.
Wawa, brandy new Wawa.
Nice.
And let me just do you need anything from in here?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Well,
No, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just cutting through, but the FPL sites, you know, they're still over there.
Yeah. What car did we have when we were trying
I've tried many different cars.
I don't know. I mean, did we have the Genesis down here?
Yeah.
Or was it your Ioniq?
Yeah. Maybe it was the Lucid.
Oh, maybe it was the Lucid. Yeah, we've had a lot of CCS cars.
And see, now Wawa doesn't need to put any charging in here because they've got the Tesla over there and then the FPL. I'm not going to waste my time and see if the FPL site's up and running, but there it is. And, you know, last time I was here, it wasn't doing so good.
Well, it's a good stop for everybody. There's lots of choices of restaurants.
Yeah.
And now there's a Wawa.
Right. So if you are charging CCS,
good place, you know, to sit in the shade, walk your puppy. It's a good stop. And right off the highway here.
All right. Well, let's hit the road. Kathy, thank you for driving that last leg. I got some good Z's.
You sure did.
Now we're going to stop probably around 10 o'clock tonight. Another 4.5, maybe 5 hours. All right. We did get kind of a late start today. I don't know why that happened. You just didn't get out of bed.
You futz
You didn't get out of bed this morning.
Me? Oh my gosh.
No, I was up late.
It was you.
I was up late.
And then you take a long time to get things together. And I was all packed and ready. And then we get in the car, and then all the camera equipment has to come out. One would have thought that one may have done that the night before to be ready.
Yeah, why didn't you do that?
Exactly. It's always me.
Let's hit it.
Let's go.
Man, oh man, you're getting a little bit...
I thought you wanted me to come on this road trip.
I did, but I didn't want you to, like, get mad at me.
Tell all your secrets.
What secrets? There's no secrets.
What secrets?
You see 2 cop cars and 1 Jeep. You know, that's a good ratio. You don't want to be the Jeep.
I was going to say, unless you're
the Jeep. We missed the clap from Florida to Georgia. I
clapped.
I know. I was on the phone.
You were on the phone.
So we have it recorded, but I was on the phone, and
But we're officially in Georgia.
pretty amazing that Ankush, who bought my silver white 2018 Model 3 Performance, called me up
Yeah.
out of the blue. And he said, "Hey Dave, I've been watching your videos and I'm thinking about getting either a Model X or waiting for a Juniper Model Y. Should I get the plaid?" Well, there were police back
Well,
there.
that's way back there now.
Okay.
He's so slow. Yeah.
If you were in such a rush to get home, you should have gotten up earlier this morning.
Are you going to start? It's always him. I'm always
Oh,
on
wait,
time.
did I just get the finger? The GoPro battery died just as you were giving me the finger. Not the finger, but this finger, the pointer finger. Right? You didn't give me the other finger.
No.
Okay, that would be...
Of course not.
That would be like I'm leaving you on the side of the road, Georgia, for the Dukes of Hazzard.
And I wouldn't blame you. I would never do that.
No, of course not. You wouldn't do that. At least not with my knowledge.
Honestly, you are exasperating.
Dover
today.
Bluff Road, here we come.
All right.
She's going to leave me here. All right. So anyway, this is an exciting thing we have going on here with this guy calling me up. That's got me thinking.
About what? Cars? Wow, that would be so strange.
It's got me thinking. I mean, what? Is that a message from the universe?
No, that was a phone call on your iPhone.
But that's the guy that bought my Model 3 Performance silver white.
Yes. What's your point?
I paid $1,500 for FSD on that car, and he still
Wait, you only paid $1,500?
Yeah.
And now it's $8,000?
went up to $15,000.
You sure you didn't pay $15,000?
I didn't.
You paid $1,500?
No, listen. Back then, FSD did nothing. Tesla was taking your money on
Oh, that was 2018.
2018.
So
It didn't.
wasn't
It didn't.
nice.
It was like someday the car is going to drive itself, and if you want that,
So
pay
you-
us $1,500 now.
$1,500 that would come to fruition.
I bet that they, for $1,500.
And did you keep that car long enough to have use of FSD?
I actually delegated the car to a guy in Austin, Texas, who just called me. He's been taking care of me, and he only has 50,000 miles on it.
And he loves it.
And he loves
it. Good to him.
He said he did get into a little fender bender, but it's fine.
Yeah.
And I knew that. He had told me right after he bought it, some guy hit him.
Oh.
But, so he's thinking about a Plaid Model X pre-owned 2023 with 5,000 miles for $75K, or getting a brand new Model X non-plaid. And he can now, between now and the end of the month, August, he can transfer FSD for free.
That's a value.
$8,000.
Right.
He thought that the 6-seater would be good for him because his parents come from India a lot and he has 2 kids, so he needs 6 seats. But one of the things I warned him about with the 6-seater is you can't fold down that middle row. And they look really good and you can walk through them, but if you're looking for utility in that big Model X, you don't get it. You can't fold down those rear seats. And it's not as practical as one would think. So I think he the combination of him, he's probably going to go for the 7-seater. He definitely needs 6 seats.
To buy new and then transfer the FSD.
I told him that's the move, for sure, because you really, you just don't need the Plaid. It's a party trick. It's not really that much more functionality between a base Model X and a Plaid.
Yeah, I agree.
Other than just the raw acceleration. And if you drive a regular X, it's plenty fast. I mean, I think it's 3.8 seconds 0 to 60. It's still crazy fast. So, plus he also wants ultra red white, and the used one is ultra red black seats. So
the white seats are
really nice because they have that black ribbing on them. Oh boy, I'll tell you what.
Pretty.
But you know what also looks amazing? The silver, the new Quicksilver.
Saw that.
Model 3 Performance with the white seats.
Yeah.
Those Model 3 Performance seats are spectacular. I'm just saying. And isn't that amazing that he, out of the blue, just called me today? And I was thinking about that car. That's pretty amazing. Just saying. Savannah, 80 miles. Let's go. We are stopping off at Yamasee in how long? We'll get there about 7:30 in about an hour. And
so maybe we'll eat a little something there.
Yeah.
And then you can have your second dinner at Buc-ee's.
Second dinner. Okay, I like that. This is why I love her, right? The second dinner.
Second dinner.
Or third lunch, depending on, if we just drive through the whole night.
We're not doing that. In fact, I made him book a hotel because he never does.
Yeah.
But no, so we're good. So
we're going to stay somewhere just north of Bucky's in over the border. I think Lumberton, is it?
I think so.
North Carolina.
We've never stopped at this Yamasee.
Yeah, we have.
We have?
Yeah. Well, when we get there, we'll be like, oh yeah, we've been here.
Okay, just don't remember that funny name.
Yamasee?
Yamasee.
Yulee?
Yamasee.
Yamasee? Bucky's, here we come. Uh-oh. Corrective steering applied. Okay. We're about to cross over into South Carolina. You'll notice the road went from 3 lanes to 2 lanes. Usually, or very often, this is completely jammed up.
Completely.
And here we go. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
South Carolina.
Oh, yeah, I like how you said that.
Well, you got to get your South Carolina on.
We woke up Bailey.
Oh, I'm sorry, boo-boo.
Oh. Now,
quiet now.
Now look at these flags here.
Yeah, they do a nice job.
They do a nice job.
I feel very welcome.
It's like a gated community.
It is.
Welcome.
Here we are. Thank you.
All right.
And there's a sign for peaches.
Well, we just left Georgia.
Georgia peaches. I guess they're allowed to cross over the border a little bit.
I guess, maybe. Ooh.
Yeah, so here we are. So far, good, smooth trip. And you're right, there has been, I don't want to jinx it, but there's been no traffic.
Right there, that's some of the worst traffic going from 3 to 2. It's crazy.
How many times have we, I don't know, have we ever just driven through here if it wasn't the middle of the night?
Oh, no, this is pretty good. And it's a Saturday, but it's, what is today's date? August, what is today? Something.
I don't know. It's what happens when you're on vacation.
August 18th?
Okay.
Somewhere in there. So I think people are either away.
Well, I almost think, I know a lot of the Florida schools already went back.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of people are already done with their summer vacations. And maybe kids already off to college, or this is maybe.
No, it's true. One of my clients, he just dropped his boy off at University of Miami.
Yeah.
He's a freshman. It's his first to go. So he drove down, and it's funny. He said he spent $500 at Walmart, and he don't know what he bought. Just getting his son set up in the dorm
Just
room.
start filling up
Yeah.
the cart.
He's like, "What do I get? I don't know," but he needed it.
You sure did.
All right, South Carolina, here we go. Let's just do a quick summary. We are how many miles into the trip? 520 miles into the trip. This is about a 1,350 mile trip. We've burned 151 kilowatt hours of juice, and our average efficiency is staying right around 291 watt hours per mile. So just under 300, but we are carrying speed. So that's good. And La Cugana bus. Express. Anyway, we are heading for Yamasee, which is...
This week, Elon sat down with Trump and seems to have changed his tune on climate change.
What is that?
It's a commercial on YouTube.
It's a YouTube commercial?
Yeah,
That was funny.
that is very funny. You have a lot of apps open.
Oh yeah, I keep a lot of apps
Oh
open.
my gosh. I'm
South
showing them
Carolina
all.
Welcome Center. Here we are.
I hope you don't need anything. I'm just closing it. I cannot believe how many apps you have open on your phone. This is insane.
Yeah, my thumb gets a workout once a year.
Well,
Boom, boom, boom,
I'm
boom,
doing
boom.
it for you. This is ridiculous.
All right, well, thank you.
Wow, I would never do that. Every night I go to bed, I just shut off all my apps.
You do?
Every
I
night.
never do that.
Obviously. My gosh, my thumb is getting numb already.
Here's a Kona. Let's see.
Oh.
It's a 1.6T. It's a gas Kona, but it's a
I think I
Kona.
did it. You
All
have
right.
nothing open
That
now.
took 10 minutes.
My thumb is numb.
I would say thank you if I
Oh,
cared.
slow down.
Oh, slow down. What's going on?
I'm not sure,
Okay.
but they are hot on their brakes. I think it was his truck.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Okay. No worries.
no
all good.
worries. No worries.
If I only had my oh you knew what handle, but no, I always have to put my hand on the ceiling in the Tesla.
Oh, man. Yamasee. And this is basically a suburb of Charleston, Beaufort, and we are getting off here, and we're going to charge. Now, the stop after this, Kathy, is the real highlight of this trip for me. And one of the things we need to do when we go to Buc-ee's is I need to get a little Bucky doll to put him in.
Not a doll, a little stuffed animal.
A little stuffed animal, not a doll.
That would be creepy.
A little Bucky,
But a little Bucky, a little stuffed animal.
a little Bucky. So
Yeah.
you're gonna have to help me,
I think you could get over there.
choose. Oh yeah,
You're
right here.
missing it. Yeah. Go.
Are you sure?
Across.
Right over here?
Let's say here.
No, it's up a little further.
400 feet. 300 feet. Well, I was close.
Okay,
Here?
here. This is where it
This
is.
didn't even look like the grass was cut.
This doesn't look like a place for a Tesla supercharger.
Definitely.
Oh, look at there. There they are.
There they are.
And there's a Wendy's here.
You know what? We were here years ago.
I don't remember.
I remember this.
Is this a V2? What is
Years
this?
ago we were here
What is this?
on a very hot
Oh!
summer day.
Look what we have there.
What?
A Cybertruck.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know that.
Cybertruck on the hook.
Yeah.
All right.
Just
Well,
another refrigerator on the road.
yeah. All right. So let's pull in here, and maybe we can get a quick bite to eat at Wendy's.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a little cheeseburger here.
Okay.
That'd be fine.
I like those baked potatoes.
Oh yeah, that's good. Let's do that. Cheeseburger, baked potato.
Okay. Don't hit the Cybertruck because that'll dent my car.
That's true. Watch the angles on it.
Yeah.
Cut your head off.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. This is strange. 23 kilowatts, 24 kilowatts. This is a V3 and we preconditioned to get here. I don't know what the heck is going on with that.
Want to pull the one next to it?
Let me just give it a chance here. Wait, could this be a faulty Tesla supercharger? Is there such a thing? Huh. Very, very strange. I don't know. I'm moving.
Yeah.
It's time to move. This just goes to show you, don't just plug in and walk away. 24 kilowatts, something's up. Weird.
Why isn't this opening? Honey, this isn't opening.
Hold on. How about now?
Now it is.
All right. All right. You know, did you plug it in the last time? Because I don't think you did it right.
No, you did it.
Oh, I did it?
Okay, now you should be going.
All right, now. Oh yeah. Now we're jamming. Yeah, now 117, 118. So we are at a 20% state of charge. We did precondition, and this is a V3, so we should be seeing, you know, close to 200 kilowatts. But I don't know, I'm going to keep an eye on this. Very strange. That other one, only 24 kilowatts. It's not all roses in Tesla supercharger land. One of the best parts about this Tesla supercharger is there's a Wendy's here. And you know what you can do, right? You can substitute the fries for a baked potato.
So it's like hitting healthy.
Yeah, so and I got the bacon with the cheese as well. Now, the thing is, I think I paid a lot of money to do that. I'm not sure.
Well, then you didn't really get it. You paid for it.
Yeah, I don't know. But wow, this is living large. Look at this. We've got the #1 combo. We got the soda machine where you can choose like 30 different flavors. Kathy was so confused.
I haven't had something like this since 3rd grade.
Yeah. Well, we're continuing the food tour here. For those of you who know about the food tour, yeah, you can be jealous now. We're at Wendy's. All right. Well, that was a good dinner. And I got me some cherry ginger ale as well. So we're only about 3 minutes away from being able to definitely conservatively leave now and end up at Buc-ee's in Florence, basically, South Carolina. We are already in South Carolina now, but we're going to be continuing up. I think we're at something like a 70% state of charge. I can't believe we're going to use all that mileage. I don't know. You know, this whole Tesla supercharging thing is just so easy. You don't even have to think about it. You plug in, it works. Although I only got 24 kilowatts on that one over there. So just keep an eye on it. But generally speaking, you plug in, it works, and everything is great. So anyway, we're gonna let the Bailey monster. Oh, there she is over there. Kathy's got Bailey out there watering the plants, and we'll continue on. Well, here it is, the 2023 Model Y, and it's super dirty. As a matter of fact, Kathy didn't even wash it in the last, I don't even know how many weeks. So this thing's got a lot of Florida salt on it, which is pretty interesting. But hopefully it'll rain. And if not, we'll take it to the car wash when we get up to Connecticut. So you can kind of see up there, you get that sort of residual salt on the car. But yeah, this car's doing great. And I think we're ready to unplug and hit the road. We way overcharged. 246 miles of range, and we're only going 138 miles.
Yeah, but that's okay because we had to eat something. It's fine.
I don't know how.
It's not the race to Vegas. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
May I have my sunglasses?
Oh yeah, here. I don't know. You know what the thing is? We went in, we ate, we came out, we left, and
right. So we didn't really overcharge.
No, we just did what we did.
That's what we did.
All right. We don't have to be as scientific as we used to be, you know?
Well, when you're with Kyle, it's all about get here, get here, get here. And you know, we have a long trip and we're doing the best we can.
My goal is just to not push this Model Y up a hill today. That's my goal.
You have been known to do that.
Well, I've never pushed a Model Y, but I did push a Ford F-150.
Oh, I thought it was the Cybertruck.
No, I've never pushed the Cybertruck. I don't know if I could. Well, maybe I could.
Well, did you ever think you could push a Ford pickup?
Yeah, that's easy. Ford F-150s, they're easy. All right, let's hit the road. here we are, Kath. Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's. Here we are.
If you need gas, they've got gas. Buc-ee's has gas.
What other?
Bucky, my little buddy.
By the way, I think everybody knows by now, but the cleanest restrooms you can be at on a road trip.
Absolutely.
They're unbelievable.
Yeah.
So even if you don't need to charge or stop at Buc-ee's just to go to the restroom.
And get beef jerky. All right, well, we did some damage in there. And yeah, Bucky's successful. We got the Korean barbecue beef jerky.
Yeah.
We got a small banana pudding with whipped cream on top.
When he says we, he means
One spoon, not sharing.
and the beef jerky.
I offered to buy you your own. You were like, no. Beef jerky, fudge.
A lot. An excessive amount of fudge.
Yeah, well, they said if you buy 4, you get 2 free.
So how could we not?
So we got 6. They're little pieces of fudge that weighs about 9 pounds. And I got stickers. And
now we have a new little companion for the road trip home.
yeah, and he's going to be riding right alongside. Look at his tail. He's going to be riding right alongside Bradenton. I know Kyle loves this stuff, right?
I know,
He
right?
just loves this.
That's all
But
right.
all right, well, listen, I have an idea. When I'm
Let's
eating,
get to the hotel.
when I'm eating my banana pudding, will you walk Bailey?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh man, look at this. This is not good. Bug City. Oh, it's a brand new color from Tesla. It's called Bug Soup. All right, let's see where Bailey is. There's only one other car charging here. It's a Model 3.
Hold on, let me catch you. This is too
Where
far
is she?
to jump. She's coming. I got her.
Oh, Bailey. Hi,
She
baby.
wants to jump, but it's a little too high.
There she is. Girly girl.
We're twisted. There we go.
All right.
I mean, honestly, they even give the dogs nice grass back.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so anyway, we're only about 40 minutes away from the hotel. We're going to be staying in Lumberton, North Carolina, just over the border. And while we're going to be driving right by south of the border and we're going to wave to Pedro, I'm too tired. I can't stop in there tonight. But yeah, look, Tesla here at Buc-ee's. It's doing great. Yeah, so anyway, a good trip here to Buc-ee's, and just thinking about this Model Y, what a great car. I mean, there are a lot of great cars on the market right now, and this Model Y is it's doing a real good job. The ADAS system on the road, I've been using autopilot almost exclusively. I don't have FSD on this car, and the lane changes are, I wish I had lane changing. I really do. FSD itself is something I am definitely very interested in keeping a close tab on it. The latest version that's out now that they claim is hands-free on the highway is something I want to check out. And I still remain very skeptical of what it can do in the inner cities and the towns under 30 miles an hour, the stop and go and the real true FSD, not the traditional autopilot with what we used to call enhanced with lane changing and all of that. I'm a big fan of that, always have been. I remain skeptical of FSD, but a lot of people are saying this new version is very good. So I definitely want to be playing around with that in a short period of time. But, for this trip, I didn't need to invoke it, and we'll see what happens. But, as the technology increases and improves, I definitely want to be there just to give you my opinion. I'm not one of those guys that's out there saying, oh, this is the best thing in the whole world, and robo-taxi this and robo-taxi that. I mean, I'd love to think theoretically that can happen, and it's possible. but I'm still very skeptical of it right now. Again, this autopilot, what it does on the highway is excellent. It makes a trip like today very easy, very low stress. You still have to be in charge. You still have to drive. And, you know, it's interesting how Tesla, when they go to defend themselves in courts of law, they have to say, oh, it's not driving itself. As a matter of fact, you have to actually say that it is a, you know, that it's a driver assistance, right? But a lot of people, especially those that are new to Tesla, I caution you, don't let the name full self-driving fool you. It's a brilliant marketing technique that I think can get people in a lot of trouble. I've noticed that the car, this trip especially, is a lot really careful and watching my eyes. And if I don't look at the road all the time, it's yelling at me. And I haven't been put in autopilot jail on this trip. It's also, I find it to be a lot more sensitive in terms of the, when it hits a line over on the left-hand side or the right-hand side. I want to check out the version of software that we're running here. Again, not FSD, but I do have a download that I'm gonna upload, or I'm gonna actually install tonight, because I just took a new download last night, as a matter of fact. So let me see what version of software I'm running here. All right, well, we just finished charging and we took our time here at Buc-ee's tonight. Went up to, I think, just under 100%. I know it's not advisable, but what the heck. We did it. All right, let's see what version of software we are running here. Let's go over to software, and yeah, this car's got acceleration boost, and we are on V12. 2024.26.7 is available, and you'll see I've got this little timer right up there. So we're going to schedule that for 2 a.m. tonight, and let's see what some of the release notes say. Headlights adapt for curves, beach buggy racing to supercharger races, and hot weather improvements and security improvements. So it doesn't sound like it's anything major, but we'll run it. We'll get it going. All right, so we're at a 98% state of charge, showing 301 miles. We are 46 miles away from our hotel in Lumberton, North Carolina. And let's just go over the trip so far, how far we've gone. It's, what time is it now? 10:43. We'll get there around 11:30, which is great. So I'll be asleep by 11:32. And we've traveled just under 700 miles, 202 kilowatt hours of energy. Again, it's 292. And we're carrying speeds. So with that, Bucky, it's been always a pleasure. I love it when you walk in and they say, "Welcome to Buc-ee's." You know, they're just nice in there. And it's interesting when you're here at such a late hour. A lot of the food service was kind of shut down, but fudge and beef jerky was still rocking and rolling.
No, go straight.
You don't need to use the ladies' room?
No, David, do not get off of Pedro.
But
no.
But
Stop.
Bailey likes the dog park.
You better keep going straight.
Okay.
No, David! It's too late to play around.
Well, you're making Pedro feel bad.
I don't care.
He's got rapid charging.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
That doesn't work. It hasn't worked since 1963.
All right, wait. 3, 2, 1. North Carolina.
Woohoo!
Well, good morning. Day 2 of our road trip here from Lumberton, North Carolina. Good news is I'm at a McDonald's. Good news is I slept really well. The bad news is that Kathy did not necessarily like the place that I booked. And yeah, I think she mentioned something about heebie-jeebies and never again.